Hey guys, Anthony here with a stove review today. This stove that you're seeing here is made by Zelph Stoves, and I'll put the link in the description box. This stove is called the Fancee Feest Stove, and it weighs under 1 ounce. It is 2.5 inches in diameter. Giving you some shots here. 2¼ inches tall. It's got a built-in pot stand, which you're seeing right here, this piece here, and it's got a wick that goes around the diameter of the stove that you could see. It holds just about 3 ounces of alcohol. It is very light, very well made, and I'm glad I got this. I can't wait to test it out. Saw it on Shug Emery's channel. Shug's a really good channel to subscribe to if you want tips on, lightweight backpacking, hiking, hammock hanging. Shug's just a real expert in that field, and one of the things he uses when he goes outdoors is most of the time he'll use an alcohol stove with just a real lightweight cup. This is a Dave Canterbury's cup, a 25 ounce stainless steel cup on the Zelph stove that you see here. So that's how that sits there. It's very stable. And again, for $15 plus $3 shipping, for under $20 to get a stove like this that you could pack away. And again, you carry your, I have a Trangia bottle that I'll show you in a minute, that carry my denatured alcohol or heat, and you're good to go. I have 17 ounces in there. You could boil 2 cups of water with a ½ ounce of alcohol, as long as you have a windscreen, and the weather's right. But again, for about 1 ounce of alcohol, you could make a meal very easily with this stove, and you'll see when we boil it, when we do the boil test. Again, Zelph Stove makes a bunch of different stoves. I've just became familiar with them through Shug's channel, so I plan on buying some more stoves once I get this one tested out. But I wanted to get this video up and show you guys this stove. The little notches in the pot stand here are meant to help with the when the alcohol's running. It just helps create some pressure, I think, or release some pressure, they say. But I'll put the link to the woodgaz-stove's website in there, and you can see. So let's take this and we'll weigh it, and I'll show you how much it weighs, and then we'll get it tested out, do a burn test with it. Okay, we got our scale on. It's zeroed in, as you can see here. We'll put the Fancee Feest stove on it, and you could see 7/8 of an ounce, so it's under 1 ounce. Again, guys, under 1 ounce with a built-in pot stand. You don't need to put anything else. If you're out in the field with a lightweight titanium set or just a cup, you're good to go with this stove. Alright guys, we're outside. We set the stove down here, outside here on our table. Just a piece of foil as like a ground cover. I've got 16 ounces of water in the Pathfinder School cup. You can see there. I have my Trangia fuel bottle that you guys have seen a video on. That's where I carry the alcohol from my alcohol stoves, in this bottle. And I would just loosen this top, press down, and you're going to see how that dispenses. And we are going to put 1 ounce of alcohol in this cup, which is 1 fluid ounce almost to the top, right there. And then we're going to put it in our stove and light it and do a boil test. The only thing I don't have tonight is a windscreen, so it's a little breezy out here. We've been getting some bad storms, so we'll see how this burns. It's not going to be a totally scientific test. I just want to see how the stove works, how the flame hits the cup, and just how it operates in general. I'm not too concerned if it brings the water to the boil. So let's fill this up and load our stove up. Alright guys, so we got our Trangia bottle. We're going to loosen the top here and fill up our alcohol. We just depress the top and dispense our alcohol. 1 ounce of alcohol. Close our top. We'll move that bottle away when we light the stove. And now we will transfer the alcohol into the stove. There. Incidentally, this stove came with 2 little measuring cups. Now, once I light the stove, I'll give you some close-up views of it. But we're just going to light the wick of the stove. Or we could light the alcohol. Take some time for some alcohol to wick up to the wick, I think. Oh, it's lit. Didn't think it was lit, but it's lit. Okay, I think you can see that. There you go. So now we'll put our cup on. That built-in pot stand is really nice. So now we got 2 cups of water on the boil right there. And what I'll do is I'll give you some close-ups of the how that's burning. It's 6:30 p.m. and 33 seconds. So we'll see how long that takes to heat up. We'll be back with some close-ups. Alright guys, here's some close-ups of the stove in action. Can't really, well, I guess you can see the flames. They're licking up the sides of the pot there. Seem to be burning very evenly. Let's see here. We'll lift the pot off, and I have a lid for this. I didn't even put it on. I'm going to go inside and get it, but lift that up. There it is, burning. Let me go in and get the lid for this. Okay guys, I got the lid on this Pathfinder school cup. And it's burning really nice. This stove is burning real even. I really like how the pot stand is. I'm just gonna get a nice windscreen, and this will be a really nice set here. Can use this also with my titanium Snow Peak set as a stove as well. You can put this stove right inside the kit for that set. Let's take a look at our water. And we got some bubbles already, and it's 6:34 and 30 seconds. So we put it on at 6:30, just over 4 minutes, and we're doing good. And again, we used 1 ounce, about 1 ounce of alcohol. You could get away on Shug's video. I think he uses about 3/4 of an ounce per meal that he makes. And so you think about it, if you have that Trangia bottle with about 16 ounces of alcohol in it that holds, and you go out in the field with it, you pretty much got yourself a good amount of meals. Use it 3 times a day. They even say you could go about a ½ ounce of alcohol. You got a week's worth of fuel in that bottle to run this stove, which is really good in my book. Low key, low impact here. No mechanisms to break down. Just pour the alcohol in and light it, and you've got everything you need right here to cook. Boil water. That's the main thing you're looking for, is to be able to boil water. Let's check us out. Yeah, we're doing good. We're still burning. And we got 6:36. You had a windscreen, it probably would have been boiling already. Some more close-ups. 7/8 of an ounce this stove came in at, guys. Definitely got to check out their website. Some really nice stoves on there. Alright guys, we're back. It's been about 10 minutes. It's 6:40 p.m. right now. Check our water. Again, it's getting ready to boil right now. Again, this wasn't a scientific test. We didn't put the lid on right away. We don't have a windscreen. The water was right out of the tap, out of the cold water tap. So this tabletop today is not about how fast I can boil 2 cups of water, but that this stove works. Works really well, I think. It's going to be a great addition, the Fancee Feest Stove. I like it a lot. It's lightweight. It gets the job done, as you can see. And that's all that counts. Let's see how much alcohol is left inside the burn. Okay. Looks like it just burnt itself out. Okay. So in just about 11 minutes, it burnt itself out, and our water is plenty hot to cook a meal, rehydrate a meal, have a coffee, tea, or hot chocolate, and we'd be ready to go. So there you go, guys. The Fancee Feest Stove by Zelph Stoves. One that was introduced to me by Shug Emery's channel. Check it out when you get a chance. Let me know what you think if you have this stove or one like it. This is Anthony signing off. Stay ready. Hey guys, I didn't want to waste the water, so decided to put me in some oatmeal. So I got that brewing right now with the water that I just boiled up. I'll let that sit for a while. Have a good night snack here.